Hey, what's going on everyone? JS Cards here coming at you with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Something I'm really excited to cover today is my updated Salamangreat deck. This is a deck I haven't talked about in a minute, but thanks to the most recent ban list, it got even better. Plus I got some new extra deck monsters since my last old profile way back in the day, so let's talk about it for the new February 2022 format. Alright, so starting off with the monsters, I'm playing 3 copies of Foxy. I still think this is a really good 3-of for the deck. 3 copies of Spinny. Then of course we have 1 Gazelle, 1 Jaguar, 1 Falco, and 1 Fowl for our Salamangreat monsters. So for a long time I really liked playing double Jaguar, especially because we played maximum 3 copies of Pot of Desires. With the new ban list, of course, we're down to 1 Pot of Desires now, but I actually don't play it in the deck at all. I still think it is a really good 1-of. If you want to put it in this deck, you can, but then you may want to up the copies of Jaguar at least to 2. Just because you do not want that to get banished. But if you decide not to play the 1 Desires, you can kind of cut back on the number of Salamangreat monsters that you play to add in another hand trap or maybe some sort of other extender or a spell card, kind of whatever you want to play in that slot. For our cyber support monsters, I'm playing 3 copies of Flame Buffalo and Lady Debug. I think Flame Buffalo is really good because of the draw 2 effect, plus it is a level 3, so you can overlay going into your Mirage Stalio. But I think Lady Debug is a really nice 1-of because it's like a 1-card access code. But I know this is kind of where the debate is. Do you play 3 Debug? Do you play 3 Buffalo? I'm opting to say Buffalo is the better card, but I like having just a 1 Debug. Just for those situations where you do open it, if they don't stop you, you can just generate a bunch of plays just off of 1 card. Then we play a bunch of hand traps. This is what I really like about decks like this and the Evil Twin, Live Twin deck, because the engines are small themselves, but that allows you to play like 15 hand traps in the deck, which is pretty fun, and you can play other disruptions too in like the spell and trap card slots. So moving on to the hand traps, at least for the monster hand traps, 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Valor, and double Nibiru. These can literally be any hand traps that you want. I picked some that just stop a variety of different decks. Ash can stop a lot of things, affect Valor, and Nibiru is in here, of course, if you're going up against a combo deck. For the spells, I'm playing 3 copies of Psynet Mining, basically your searcher, and thanks to the ban list now we can play double copies of Circle, which does really help. Opening with a Circle and a Psynet Mining will get you whatever Salamangreat monsters you need if you didn't open them, and you can just start going from there. And then we have double copies of Will and the 1 Sanctuary. I also am opting to play double Cosmic Cyclone in the main deck, just because I feel like we're going to see some more back row decks, especially Skill Drain at 3 can be annoying, and I just want to have some answers without siding to stop some of those. And for the last card, we're going to still play the 1 Called by the Grave. We can stop a hand trap with this. It feels good when you top deck it at the right moment, so yep, we're sticking with the 1 Called by. There's no reason not to play this. Then we do play quite a bit of trap cards. This is another reason I like the deck, because you could build like a really trap heavy Salamangreat deck if you wanted to. But starting off, I'm playing 2 copies of Salamangreat Rage and 2 copies of Roar, and then 3 Infinite Impermanence. I was actually trying to find space to fit in Solemn Strikes as well. If you don't want to play the Cosmics and you want to maybe add those to the side deck for when you do need them game 2 and 3, then you might be able to cut Cosmics and maybe 1 other card in order to play 2 or 3 Solemn Strikes. So if you want to go more kind of trap heavy in that way, that could be fun to test out and try out, which I still might do. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. So this deck is 40 cards, so you know, if you want to play a little bit more though, you probably could play like 42, because there is just so much so much searching in this deck, but I just wanted to keep it at 40 and as consistent as possible. But yeah, feel free to mess with the ratios. That's kind of the other cool thing about this deck is, you know, you can change the ratios up. Nothing's exact. The hand traps aren't exact. You can play whatever you want that suits your play style and what you're playing against the most. Then moving on to the extra deck, starting off with 3 copies of Balinks. I think this is a very standard extra deck, but it works. 3 copies of the Sunlight Wolf, double Heatleo, and then we have our Cyberse support link monsters being the 1 Splash Mage, the Update Jammer, and the Transcode Talker. And then the boss monster of the deck, thanks to Gold Series, I finally have one. We have Access Code Talker. If you don't have this card, you can easily play something else. An Avramax is good in here. Borreload Dragon is another great budget option, but I highly recommend saving up or trading to get an access code. You can play it in a variety of different decks. It's really good no matter what, but I really like it in this deck in particular. And then we do play some Exceed monsters, being of course the 1 Mirage Stalio, and then the Baguska and Abyss Dweller. I'm still testing, and I'm also still figuring out the side deck, but I will probably be doing an update video to this in the near future, and I might be doing a combo tutorial as well. I'm sure most of you already know the combos and everything. The deck has been out for a little while, but I still think it'd be fun to cover. And for anyone that's new to the deck or new to the game, they may want to check it out and learn something from it, hopefully. I think this deck is a really good starting deck. If you're looking for something competitive and you're new to the game, this has a variety of different mechanics to it. You have your Link summoning, but then you also can do some Exceed summoning as well. So I'm definitely going to be messing with this and testing some more things out. And let me know what you guys think of the deck down in the comments below. If you have any other suggestions, definitely let me know. And if you have any other deck profiles or other types of videos you'd like to see in the future, let me know as well. Channel memberships are also open onto the channel, so you can get some behind the scenes looks at making a video, behind the scenes photos. You also get some perks in chat as well with little icons and emblems by your names and emojis. So if you want to help support the channel directly, consider becoming a channel member. Otherwise, just hitting the like button and subscribing really helps, and they're completely free, and I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for checking out this video today. I hope you have a great one, and until next time, peace out and have a good one.